What to do about the Chiefs, man? It's time to panic in Kansas City. I've been watching the games over the course of the season, and I think from day one, since they lost to the Lions, and then at their second, really night, I think it goes their second loss, even the second game they played, they didn't look like the Chiefs we used to seeing. And I know those who follow our show, those who listen to the live show, I've said several times that the Chiefs has been the gold standard for what championship football should look like in the NFL. You know, with the coach Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, um, just the team itself, the defense been coming along, especially this year, playing a whole lot better. Those young players with the last year's Super Bowl win has stepped up a lot. And you seeing where you just had potential all over the board, especially after last year's Super Bowl win. And you say, okay, the ceiling shouldn't be nothing but it's going higher and higher for this team. The incomes to follow the 2023 season. And, you know, they have not been looking like the Chiefs that we know and see. Is it time to panic in Kansas City? Is it time to make some drastic changes? Now, we know we're not getting rid of Mahomes. That goes without saying. But should Kelsey retire? Is it time for him to retire? Can we pinpoint any certain person? You see now Kelsey goes on his podcast and he goes on a rant. You see where Mahomes is starting to turn the ball over more often than none. Or could it just be they are missing Eric Bieniemy? Was Eric Bieniemy that key, that glue to this team that nobody really thought was? That nobody really, besides me, I said, but nobody really, gave him as much props as they should have. We talk so much about why he's not getting coaching jobs, and maybe he's not as good as he is. Maybe because he's not calling the plays. Maybe because we a plethora of things, a host of things that we listed that why he wasn't getting these jobs. And maybe his talent or his contribution to this team was holding them together. Was when they go get frantic, when they get crazy, when they get erratic, he's the one to say, hey, calm that down, bring that in. Maybe that's the key. Because you look at a team, there's a lot of pieces to a team. We as fans, or we are the one who's viewing the product, all we see is the outcome that is put out on the field. But we don't see the behind the scenes things. We don't see those people who just take, for instance, what we call the quote unquote the water boy. Small, what we consider a small, minute thing, but without him, no one's getting hydrated. We don't see the groundkeepers who, especially when inclement weather is out there, they help keeping the field together. We don't see the ones who's in the background working, making this product, because that's what it is. It's a product come to life that we see. All we see is the finished product. And maybe Eric Bieniemy was that one behind the scenes that we didn't realize was the one holding this team together. The one to say, hey, pull this aside. The one that get in the player's face and say, hey, you need to do better, or hey, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, and making those corrections that need to be corrected. Andy Reid was the X and those guys. He's the one to kind of say, okay, we're gonna do this. And Bieniemy was the disciplinary. Bieniemy was the one who kept the focus. Bieniemy is the one who made the ship go. He kept the ship afloat. Andy might have been kind of steering the ship. But Bieniemy is the one who made sure everything on the ship was running correctly, so he's able to steer the ship. And so we're looking at the team, and if it wasn't for the fact they played in a division where everybody else wasn't that great, they could be on the verge of missing the playoffs. The fact that they're making the playoffs only because they lead in the division. If it wasn't for that, because I think the Raiders are 2 games out now. So it can happen mathematically. So the Chiefs have to lose all 2 games, and then the Raiders have to win out, and they hold the tiebreaker. And so the Raiders can actually technically make the playoffs. Technically. Only thing's gonna happen, but technically can make the playoffs. This is not the Kansas City team we used to seeing. Anyway, I ain't want to hold you long. Just something I want to get out here. I was thinking about this, and I really kind of put it out so I can get people in the comments because I want to hear your opinion. What do you think? Do you think it's the enemy? Do you think it's something else, or has the Chiefs course? How they just ran their course? How they just came to the point where okay, we reached our ceiling, and that's it. We don't know, but don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Get down in the comments, man. Get down in these comments because I really want to hear your opinion. What do you think? I could be wrong, or maybe it's a perspective I don't see. But the only thing I can see the common denominator is Eric Bieniemy.